Good morning, YouTube. Jimmy back here with Ziggy Brothers here. Let's take a little walk out to the garage. Let's see what we got out here today. So, we got a few projects in this garage. This thing's always a mess. It's hard to keep clean when we're doing all of our stuff. But today's focus, I want to do a little bit of work on this Model A. 1930 Ford Model A that we got a few months back, and we're having some problems with it. It's not running 100%. I'm going to explain to you why and kind of what we're going to do hopefully to fix this. It's probably a common problem with old stuff like this, fuel related of course, but let's take this thing and roll it out of the garage. You see all this stuff in the garage. It's always so busy in here, just tough to work on anything sometimes when we got all this new stuff coming in and out of here. Then you gotta like step over all this stuff to get this stuff even get in this dang thing. See if it's even in neutral. There we go. Take the parking brake off. It's not gonna start. I'm gonna have to push it out by hand. Dang, these things are so small though. These old Fords, these old cars are so tiny. The average height back then actually was way shorter than it is today. People are taller now, I guess, than ever. So when they built these things, they weren't made for the growth spurt of today, if you want to call it that. But yeah, let's pull this thing. Putting all my weight into it. Come on. Getting stuck on something, I think. There we go. There we go. You see, we keep our tools in the back because we do use this thing for work. No, I'm just kidding. But here's a better look at this thing out in the daylight for those of you who may not have seen this yet. 1930, like I said. We'll pop the hood real quick. Pop the hood on this thing. It's the weirdest thing. The hood folds sideways, and look at the motor. It's right here. Everything you can get to. Put a new water pump on it in the past month, and we're having a fuel related problem. Like I was telling you, the fuel tank's up here. You see there, the beginnings of rust on that, but I'll be able to, hopefully I can climb up and show you at some point. There's a lot of rust in this tank. It's an old metal tank. Probably can't see too much in there. But the annoying thing is, to get the tank out, it's in a really bad spot. All these old screws have to come out. This this whole thing has to come up for this tank to get off, and this windshield, I don't know if that's in the way, but I think it's from what I've seen on YouTube, getting these tanks out is not that easy, and it's a lot of work. I'm hoping that we can do it without getting the tank out. And it's funny because the tank's sitting, like if you were sitting in the truck, it's sitting right in front of basically where you're sitting. I mean, if you were to get in an explosion, that would be terrible, catastrophic, because the fuel tank, the end of the bottom of it where like there's supposed to be a shutoff valve, which we got to put that on. It comes right out. The fuel runs through the cab first and then out. You can see we have like a fuel line. We tried to bypass the metal line for now because little rust particles. Every time you go to start this thing, it'll run for about 2 or 3 minutes, and then the gravity from the fuel tank will drop the particles right down through the hole, down to this elbow, which is where we're having problems, because then it's having a hard time going through all the lines, all the little crud and whatever's in there. And so what you have to do, you have to pop the line off and shoot compressed air back through so that it would go through the tank and push all that stuff up. We'll run for a few more minutes, and then it'll do the same thing. It'll basically choke it out of fuel. It won't have enough fuel to run. So we're gonna try to solve that problem today. A lot of old four-wheelers have this same problem. They have these rusty gas tanks, and you just can't do anything with them if you can't get them clean, because it's just gonna keep constantly clogging up, and you're gonna run into this issue. We wanna drive this thing a lot more. That's why we haven't had it in some videos. We're actually gonna letter it up, The whole side of it is going to get lettered up. That's going to be in a video on how to letter something, basically for, you can do it yourself. You don't have to take it somewhere. You can do it yourself easily. Show you how to do that in another video, but we are going to letter this up, and we're not really using it for work, but we do want to start driving it around, take it to shows, start doing some more stuff, maybe put a tow hitch on the back and tow a few things with it just for fun, that sort of thing. Because in all honesty, like we want this thing to be like, you get in it and turn the key, it starts every time. We want it to be like that, so that you pull it out of the garage, you want to go for a little stroll up the street, you know, get it registered and whatnot. We could go to the grocery store with it if we wanted to, even though that's not like a realistic thing. It'd be cool though to drive it around, you know, get in it and have it be reliable like the rest of our equipment is. But with that said, to clean this tank out, you're probably wondering, well Jim, how are we going to clean the tank out? You haven't really showed us anything yet. That's what I'm going to get to right now for this part of the video. Is I got to head out to the store. We got to get some stuff to clean this tank out. We tried The Works, that's the name of the brand, The Works toilet bowl cleaner. That's supposedly supposed to work. Threw it in there when we emptied the tank out and it did not work. The problem is, without access to having the tank out, you can't shake it up a bunch. It's really tough to get it clean. So people say throw some nuts and bolts in it, shake the whole car around, and hopefully that knocks some of it loose. I want to get rid of the rust and just completely destroy it. So we're going to try a few different things. We're going to head out to either the local hardware store or a Tractor Supply and see what we can pick up and see what we can get done. So we're going to do that now, and I got to hit a quick landscaping estimate on the way for some yard cleanup. They got something that, I guess, a property that they haven't been maintaining, and they want us to go through it with our machines. I'm walking up to the truck now, and you'll notice we got these red flags on the yard. We're getting some electricity marked out and some pipes and wires and all this stuff around here. We're planning on pushing this back hill a little bit farther back towards where we're standing now, away from the house, so that in the future we can have a little bit more room down in the driveway for projects and parking and whatnot. Because if you've seen our setup down there, it's a little bit tight at times, and it gets annoying when you have a few more than a few of us here, if that makes sense. Gets too many cars down there, it gets tough. But we're walking up. No, we're not taking this truck. This is the V8 Triton. This one's for sale still, if you want to buy it. Literally, we would get rid of this for 3,500 bucks. Somebody come buy it, please. We need this gone. It has either a slight misfire, spark plug, or coil or something. Doesn't make full power, but it runs, and it's good. I mean, it's got 127,000 miles, and it's a good work truck. So somebody, please, 3,500 bucks, come buy it. But we're gonna be taking my truck today, the truck that I really like driving. So 7.3, she'll crank right up. So I haven't thrown this truck too much on the channel in terms of using it. It's a 2002 7.3. Obviously it doesn't look like that from the inside because there's a lot of electrical work done. It's got all 2008, 2010 stuff in here. You know, King Ranch seats, the whole bit. It is a 7.3, 324,000 miles. Check engine lights on because I'm running a full excursion harness in this, except for the engine is an original, like, Super Duty, I guess, pickup truck harness from the original wiring. Made it all work, tied everything together. The check engine lights on because the glow plugs are the pickup truck style, not the excursion style, like the whole setup there, because the excursions use a glow plug module, and that's not present on this truck. That's why the check engine light's on. Very complicated thing, but it's a very basic thing. It doesn't matter, glow plugs still work. It's a stupid little thing. But let's take this thing for a ride. It's got a massive 36-inch exhaust tip. That's actually a smokestack on the back, and it's a great truck. I take it everywhere. So like I said, I gotta do a quick estimate here on the way. A good thing is that I planned this, that we're going to Tractor Supply right where the estimate is. And like I said, it's just a yard cleanup, so we'll walk around the yard first real quick, and then we're heading to Tractor Supply. It's only about 15 minutes away from here, so no big deal. Usually they have everything that we need. So I'm hoping they have what I need here. There's one or two things that they should have that we could use for this gas tank. I'll show you that. All right, we're pulling up, getting closer to this house, and I made a quick stop at the hardware store here. They didn't have anything. The guy in there told me apple cider vinegar, but it takes a week. I want something that's gonna not take a week, so I'm not gonna do that. Although it sounded like he was pretty promising in that it would work. But like I said, I want something that's gonna be a little bit quicker, hopefully. Maybe a day or two versus a week. But anyways, we're pulling up on this estimate. We're only a few streets away. We're gonna see exactly what it looks like. Hopefully, I think we did an aerial view, and hopefully it's similar to what we have like in our mind already. I think it was only a 0.1 acre property, roughly. So pretty small for what we've been doing. Just hop out real quick and take a quick peek. So that right there is pretty much what consists of a quick property walk around. That's not a big property at all. Coming up on a dead end here, actually got to turn around. That's a small property. With our estimates, we're thorough with them because I just took pictures of everything that I saw. We do not like to do pricing at all on the spot. We don't like doing that because whenever you're doing that, somebody's kind of hovering over you. You never know what their response is going to be, if they're following you around the property, or, you know, we like to do it over email formally with a contract sent over and that sort of thing. We don't like doing it by mouth or a handshake. You know, a handshake's not a written contract. It's got to be in writing and signed. So we like doing it that way. We quickly look at the property, do whatever's necessary. Kind of have the numbers in our head from the aerial view from when we got there before we even saw it. Now I see that the grass is, I don't know, it's probably 2 feet high in a few spots, so it's definitely gonna have to be cut a few times, but it's not that big of a property. So me and Steve, when we get home later, we will work up the numbers and we send them over their estimate with a contract set. If they're ready to go, boom, they sign the contract, then we send them a credit card on file, authorization form, and then from there it's easy. We do the job, we get paid, and it's very straightforward and simple on both ends. And we found a lot of our customers like it that way. They like almost like the zero contact method. They like not having to write checks. They want to just have their credit card on file. We eat the processing fee, and that is what it is. It's very simple for everyone. But that's just a little tidbit on how we kind of do our estimates, especially for just like a mow or cleanup or something like that. If it's like pavers or a bigger project, obviously there's more in detail that has to be done, but that's pretty much it in a nutshell. Should be pulling up on Tractor Supply. Yep, here it is up here on our right. Ooh, that might have been an exit only. Oh well. Here we are, Tractor Supply though. It's nice having a Tractor Supply around up here. It's a neat little store, you know. It's got Home Depot and Lowe's beat on some of the little hard to find things that we tend to need for all of our equipment and stuff. You know, you have a few things you might need it'll be here. But stuff like this, it's just closer than Home Depot and Lowe's, I think, for something like this. But let's go check out what they got. So like I said, the hardware store didn't have what I wanted. I'm hoping that they do. Let's go see what we end up with. All right, we got the goods. I won't show you what it is until we get home. I'll explain it all once we do. But I am getting a little bit hungry right now. What is it, 10? It's almost 11 o'clock. It's almost lunch. I haven't really eaten anything yet. I'm gonna quick bite and then we'll get going. It's like the most my truck has been on this channel, I feel like, using it, which is kind of fun. I want to do a little bit more filming of it because it is part of the gig here. We do use it sometimes. I drive it everywhere. There's our new Napa Auto Parts, which is really nice. We go to the Napa from our original hometown. Now that we're over here, it's nice to have another Napa. They probably trade parts back and forth all the time, I'm sure. So we're a fan of Napa. They're very good. They go the extra mile to get the stuff ordered, and the people in there, they kind of know what they're doing versus some other places we've been to. Sometimes those people behind the counter have no idea what they're looking for, and they won't even put half an ounce of effort into getting your parts for you, which is kind of annoying. But Napa people, we've had really good luck with. They do go that extra mile to make sure that we get what we need. Look at that thing. That's one of the weirdest trucks I've ever seen. It's like a crew cab with front doors on the back of it. It's so weird. It's I think, I forget what it's called. It might be called a Yukon. I forget. It's a Kodak? Yeah, that's what it is. It's a Kodak. Very weird. I think I'm gonna go to McDonald's for lunch. Not the best food, but I do like it. I like McDonald's. It's easy, it's quick. Yeah, it's good food. McDonald's, the promised land.
Oh, we're using the mobile app now?
No.
What can I get you?
Can I do an original chicken sandwich, the McCrispy?
Okay.
I guess I'll just make it a meal with large fries and a large Diet Coke.
Large fries, large diet?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then maybe I'll just do a thing of 10-piece chicken nuggets with barbecue sauce.
Okay.
That's it.
Alright, everything looks good on your screen. 1405 is your total for...
Alright, thanks. Alright, so we are back home here, and let's take a look at what I got. We got our tailgate here. We're just going to use this as the workspace. Got our McDonald's. McDonald's, please sponsor us. Come on. Anyways, this is what we got here. This is going to make the magic happen. Evaporust heavy duty rust remover. This stuff is supposedly excellent. I got 2 gallons of it. I don't know how many gallons this tank is, but I'm hoping that this almost fills up to where the rust has been sitting. If not, we can always get more later, but I'm hoping that this works well. And then I got this because this was very cheap. This is like some sort of just a treatment or something for the gas. I don't know. It says it helps prevent rust and corrosion, so it won't be bad. I guess I'll just put it in there. Worst comes to worst, it's a waste of $2 or $3. That's all it was. And then we got this liquid wrench. I wanted WD-40 or something more of like a spray, because after you do this, you're supposed to technically fog the tank so that it doesn't have a flash rust when you're all done. But I'm hoping that maybe this in the gas will help prevent that. But I'm gonna spray this on the inside just to help prevent any further rust. But I don't know, who knows? I might be doing this right, might be doing it wrong. We're gonna find that out the hard way, I guess. We're just gonna go for it. Evaporust, though, it's about $29 a bottle for a gallon of this stuff. It is not cheap, but You know, I've seen some pictures and some videos of what this stuff can do, and it really does strip the rust from what I've seen. Like I was saying, this garage is always a mess. It's just impossible to keep up on it. It's hard to keep a garage with tools clean, especially if you're not a full-time mechanic, because we're bouncing around doing landscaping stuff, and then we come home and fix our stuff and whatnot, and then by the end of the day you're just shot. You know, you go, I've had enough. But that's how that usually goes. Let's just loosen this up just a little. Probably nothing's gonna come out of here, just because I know it's the last time this thing was running, it was clogged. Yeah, we got nothing. So that's exactly what it does. When it shuts off, you gotta constantly keep doing that. But there we go. So I'm tackling this one alone, as you could tell. Steve's not here today. He's out at a doctor's appointment. In case you guys didn't see our last video, baby Haley was born last week. Congratulations to Jenna and Steve there. Big news, exciting news, and they've had their hands full, busy for the past week or so. So I'm here tackling what I can, trying to stay productive, get some stuff done while Steve's doing what he's doing, taking care of business and stuff. But he'll be making an appearance at some point today. Come on, let's drain. It's doing it again. See, it's all out. I'm gonna have to spray it again. Hit it with the air. All right, so now I think I got everything out of here that I need. A little bit, it's just dribbling, but it's the majority of it is out. It's just gonna be a little bit, whatever's left. Obviously the tank is on the inside, is still all wet. I'm gonna take this little Ryobi leaf blower here. You can, if you're doing something like this too, it doesn't have to be this. I mean, if you have access to get some towels in there or something better, maybe, but compressed air. I'm just gonna take the leaf blower and try to dry it as best as I can. We just want it to be, give this thing as good of a chance as we can get. Alright, that tank is dry. That's gotta be dry, yeah. We got a little bit that came out, that's it. Whatever's left is fine. There's probably nothing left. So now we gotta figure out a way to just keep this hole down here from letting the Evaporust come out. We don't want that. So I'm gonna try to plug it up somehow. Maybe I can find a bolt that looks like this, and with these same threads, and I can thread it in just to get it to plug. All right, so from here, what I do is I'm just gonna pour it in, and we're gonna let it work. All right, we're just gonna let it do its thing in there, and I don't know, maybe a few hours, maybe more than that. We'll see what it looks like. I'm gonna shake it around. I'm gonna shake it around a few times, just push the car so that it sloshes around. I don't know, I'm hoping this works. You filming? What's up, Steve?
What are you filming?
You?
Hold on a sec.
Look at your shirt.
Girl dad.
Yeah. Father of the year right here. Let's introduce the YouTube world to Haley.
I'll take her out of the car seat. She sleeps a lot.
Yeah. There she is, Haley, baby Haley.
Never thought I'd have a daughter first.
Yeah, isn't it crazy?
Thought we would have a little boy running the excavator in a couple years, but it's gonna be a little girl.
There she is.
Just chilling.
Yeah. See?
It's almost feeding time.
Yeah.
Getting hungry. Oh yeah?
What's up, Big Murph?
Oh my goodness.
She's gonna be a great landscaper.
Oh yeah.
Come on. Come on. Come on, let's go. Oh. Let's go check out how this thing's doing. a little wolf. Come on, let's go check it out. All right, it's been a little bit. Let's try to shake this thing around again. Looking any better already? I can't even see in there. We'll wait. We're gonna be very patient on this one. We're gonna wait the full day till tomorrow and see what that does. Hopefully it works wonders. But hey, Luna, come here. Hey. Dang, we got all this smoke. It looks like from these wildfires again. Air quality alert today. Can't believe that. It's just been one after the next. I feel like there's been smoke all over the place this summer. But I want to show you guys something fun. Luna, come here. Come on. The dog loves the leaf blower. Watch this. She loves getting in the wind in the truck, so she loves it when I take the Ryobi leaf blower. It feels good because she's got all that fur. It's hot out here. Luna, come on, come in. Come in the truck. Come on. Lunatic, come here. Come in. Come in the truck. Come here. Come on, jump up in here. Go up. Good girl. Look at that. Yeah, that's nice. That's a good bed right there, right? Look at that. Rotted in style in there. Is it nice in there? Good girl, Lunatic. All right, here we go. Now that all those fun and shenanigans are over, here we go. 48 hours later from officially dumping in the Evaporust. Let's roll this thing out of the garage, get a better look at it, and drain that stuff out and see what kind of job it did. All right, got the light. Let's take a look. What can we see? Not much. Maybe you can see. I can't tell. I can see. We got it clean about, I don't know, I'd say close to a halfway up. It seems like it knocked a lot of stuff. I see a lot of particles floating in that water. Not the water, in the liquid itself. So I guess what's left here is to just drain it, see what kind of comes out. I don't know. We gotta just see. Hopefully once it's drained, run a few things of water through it, and then we can get this thing started like normal. It's not going to be perfect because this whole tank is, they say it's 11 gallons. That's what it's saying online. And there's no way we're gonna dump 11 gallons of that stuff in here. That's just too much. It's gonna cost too much. It wouldn't be worth it to do all that. So that's why we only put 2, slosh it around as best we could. Most of the crud was sitting on the bottom that we wanted to crush up and dissolve. So there we go. Look at that. I think it looks similar to how it started, but I definitely seem to see some stuff coming out. It looks like little particles of something. Supposedly you can reuse this stuff at $30 a gallon. I'm gonna definitely try to do that. Not for gas tanks, because I don't want to dump all that crap back in, but for an open container like this, you know, if you drop a rusty wrench in that, it'll clean it right up. So I'm gonna go ahead and save this. Just next time if I need to have rusty parts or something, I can get them back into this container and then fill up a basin with it and drop my parts in there. Let's take a look now. Let's see if we can see down in there. It's cleaner. It's definitely better. There's a little bit of residue. I'm gonna flush this all out with some hose water though. few times, more than 1 or 2. We're probably gonna do it 5 times. Flush it out through the bottom and collect it and get rid of whatever's left. I'm hoping that does it. It looks way better. You could definitely tell where that Evaporust was sitting up to. It's way cleaner. I mean, some of it almost kind of looks like clean, like that color. All right, we're gonna try the big guns here and we're gonna hit the crap out of it. We are going to pressure wash this whole thing, just the tank, I mean, and we're gonna stick the nozzle down and we're gonna break all that crud free. Oh yeah, there we go. That's getting more of it. All right, so it came out pretty good. It's not 100% perfect. There's still like a little bit of spotty rust in there, just from where I guess the stuff couldn't reach. Like I said, I don't know if I'm doing all this right, but we're just gonna fog the tank. Put some gas in and then put this in.
You want to check the inside for leaks?
Yeah.
The last thing we need is that piece of plastic coming undone.
It's not gonna.
Where'd you get this from?
It was $2 from Tractor Supply. It's supposed to drive out water, so if there is any, I don't think there is, but it'll help and then it'll prevent it against more rust. Wait. I just have to run for a little bit. Yeah. Struggling. There we go. Now it's running good. Yeah, the wheels are wobbling like crazy. Get it? Yeah, I might have missed it. Different than the dumpster. Is it to the left? Yeah, it's running better now. I think we fixed the problem.
Idle, it's idle.
Yeah, 93 years old, and it's running good.